Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and relax to the movies. Bye.
Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the science fiction, action, thriller, drama, also in my opinion, from 1989, Cyborg with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I thought of reviewing this because of a really good guy and friend on here, Dante Savage Reviews, did a review of this, so I thought I would also review it myself. This is about Gibson Reckenbaker. He's this loner who lives in this very desolate post-apocalyptic world, and he wields this really big sword, and he has to go after this guy who, really massive guy, who killed his wife and daughter. And yeah, that's a great, Pearl is his name, Pearl, yeah, played by Dale Hayden, Pearl Prophet, yeah, that was a great part by him. And it's really about Gibson trying to save this woman who's a cyborg, and she's become the last hope for humanity, and they have to try and save really the world from Pearl, because he wants to keep the world being desolate and barren and really ugly looking. And yeah, that's really really all. This has incredible scenes, like flashbacks that Gibson has about the good times that he had with his family, and then it also pans up to seeing Pearl standing with a group of fighters, and they look in and see Gibson and his wife sleeping together. That moment shows up a lot, and it's very, very powerful. What else? There's that scene where Gibson is trying to, after he fought Pearl, he's hanging on. The first time they fought, he goes and gets knocked unconscious, and then when he wakes up, comes to, he's hanging on that cross. And then he has the flashbacks of Pearl and the group of fighters that are with him. They torture his daughter, and once she screams, he starts screaming and kicks the part of the cross where his feet are at. So he tries to kick that, and then he falls off. But it takes a lot of kicking for him to be able to fall off, and yet he's still connected. And then there's this woman that he got to know earlier on, played by Deborah Richter, and they have a pretty shaky relationship at first, but then they really start getting along as the story goes on and develops. So she gets him off that cross. There's a great scene where they're fighting, where Gibson is fighting all of them at this, I don't know what you call it, like, I don't know if you're under a bridge, but that has a great, fantastic action sequence where also Gibson swings down, but holding on to this bar. I think it's a bar or a wire, and he swings down, and he also has to try and save this person from being held by Pearl, but I think Pearl ends up killing. Oh no, it's a woman that Gibson gets to know, and I think the girl ends up making herself free because I think she stabs Pearl. That's really what this is. That was another fantastic scene. This does have great emotional depth to it, like a lot of the flashback scenes when Gibson is with his family. He has longer hair, and he keeps trying to say to them that they'll have a better life, and that's very heartwarming and also heartbreaking at the same time, because we know that how sad and alone and angry Gibson feels in the present story. So that another great action sequence is in the sewer. That was a fantastic scene. And then the ending scene when Gibson fights Pearl in the rain. Gibson has to try to work his way and fight through these other guys that are working with Pearl. So Gibson fights through all of them, and this also has some pretty strange lines, like Gibson says Pearl, and Pearl says fucker, and then they say that I think they say it two more times. So they fight in the rain, kind of maybe a little over the top fight, but it was still very, very strong, a very powerful fight action sequence. And this is also really well known for having I think this is some of the best high kicking that Van Damme has ever done in his career, really. So that's really all I have to say about this. So I give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.